Today we remember a giant of American cinema, Robert Redford, actor, director, activist, and guardian for independent film. On September 16, 2025, Redford passed away at 89 at his beloved home in the mountains of Utah, a man whose life and work left an indelible mark on Hollywood and beyond. Let's look back at the journey of a man who strove to push the boundaries of art, nature, and integrity. Born Charles Robert Redford Jr. on August 18, 1936, in Santa Monica, California. Family life, working-class roots. Early years marked by his mother's illness, she died when he was young, and a difficult relationship with his father. After high school, Redford dabbled in painting, traveled, and studied acting. He had brief stints in stage and television in the 1950s and early 1960s. Broadway's Barefoot, In the Park with Jane Fonda. Early film appearances that showed promise and charm. The late 1960s and 1970s marked Redford's ascent. Roles that combined charisma, depth, moral ambiguity. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969. Role that helped cement his status. His character, Sundance, would even inspire the name of his future film institute. The Sting, 1973. Commercial and critical success. All the President's Men, 1976, as Bob Woodward, a film that has endured politically and artistically. Romantic pairings, with Barbra Streisand in The Way We Were, with Meryl Streep in Out of Africa, demonstrated not just attractiveness but nuance, dramatic range. Redford didn't limit himself to acting. In 1980, he won the Academy Award for Best Director for Ordinary People. He turned more and more toward directing films that explore personal conflict, moral, gray areas, the American identity. Films like A River Runs Through It, Quiz Show, etc. But perhaps his most enduring legacy beyond acting, directing, is his devotion to independent film. In 1981, he founded the Sundance Institute. The Sundance Film Festival grew into a national and international hub for new talent, people who might otherwise be shut out by the studio system. Through Sundance, Redford became a mentor of sorts, discovering voices, pushing boundaries, enabling stories that were personal, risky, artistically rich. Family. Redford married Lola Van Wagenen in 1958. They had 4 children, Scott, who tragically died in infancy, Shauna, James, and Amy. His son James passed in 2020. In 2009, he married Sibylle Sagers, a German artist, after many years together. Beyond film, Redford was deeply committed to environmental causes, social justice, and political activism. He used his platform to speak up on Native American rights, conservation, clean air, water protection. He believed in film not just as entertainment, but as a vehicle for values, for questioning, for beauty. Even as he got older, Redford didn't entirely step away from film. His final acting role was The Old Man and the Gun, 2018. In 2018, he signaled a retirement from acting, saying he would do only a few more projects. But his work as an influencer, mentor, founder of Sundance, and environmental advocate,
as far as he'll go.
I think it was a T.S. Eliot phrase that you're
There's
fond
only
of.
the trying, the rest is not our business.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite phrases because you can't guarantee where the trying is going to get you. So you can't guarantee the result. But the only thing there is in place is the trying.
continued. He remained a respected voice in the film community and beyond. On September 16, 2025, Robert Redford died at age 89 at his home in Sundance, Utah, surrounded by those he loved. No cause was disclosed in initial statements. Tributes have poured in from across Hollywood. Jane Fonda, longtime collaborator and friend, said, "I can't stop crying," and called him a beautiful person in every way. Meryl Streep said, "One of the lions has passed. Rest in peace, my lovely friend." Others like Stephen King, Marlee Matlin, and many filmmakers and actors have spoken.
Never let anybody tell you you can't do what you in your heart know you can. And the other thing is simply to use what you're using right now to get this interview, and you can make an entire movie on that device right there.
Spoken about his influence and kindness. His legacy is multifaceted: cinematic legacy, unforgettable roles, movies that endure. Independent film, Sundance remains a cornerstone of film culture, giving voice to many. Activism and values, environmentalism, social justice, artistic integrity. Robert Redford wasn't just a star, you might say. He was a bridge between mainstream and independent, between
star and director. Everybody wants a piece of Robert Redford.
Should I introduce you to our guests?
Yes.
Arturo Ripstein. How are you, Arturo?
No, I haven't even had breakfast yet, you know. I guess I'll eat next week. Huh?
Everybody wants a piece of Robert Redford.
Should I introduce you to our guests?
Yes.
glamour and grit, between celebrity and conscience. Robert Redford's life reminds us that fame needn't be empty, that artistry can have purpose, and that standing up for what you believe in matters. He shaped the stories we've watched and the stories we will yet tell. If you were inspired by one of his films, whether in Hollywood or Sundance, drop a comment. Which Robert Redford performance or movie means the most to you and why? Also, if you enjoyed this tribute, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss more stories from the lives of people who shape our culture. Until next time, may we all find courage, beauty, and truth in our own journeys.